Hey everybody and welcome. And so today we are going to talk about how to take a DSLR and use it as a webcam for live streams. And it could drastically improve the quality of your live stream's image. And you could just take a look at the image behind me. It's already better compared to what I did on my last video. Now, you want that for that nice blurry background, so stick around and we are going to go over exactly how to get that type of image. So see you soon. Welcome to Entrepreneur's Toolbox. My name is Jonathan, and I'm here to help you find the tools to build an income online. I upload or live stream new videos every week, so make sure that you subscribe and ring the bell so you get notified every single time that a new video goes live. So we're just going to dive into how to get this background using a DSLR style camera. Currently, this video that you're watching right now is on the Sony A6400, which is kind of a blogging style camera. It has a nice flip forward camera, so I could look at myself and actually get the type of image that I want for my live streams or the videos that I'm recording. So one thing that you get, one second. So you could do this with pretty much any type of live stream or any type of DSLR type camera. You just need something that can give you clean characters, which means that if you take the HDMI and plug it into your TV, it would just show the image and not show all of the meters and everything that you get on the back of your camera. So you want it to be a clean image like what you guys are seeing right now on my video. So just make sure that your camera is capable of doing that, and then you should have no problem with doing this. But pretty much every single DSLR style camera out there really does have some sort of HDMI output. It just depends if older ones didn't always have clean characters, so it just means clean, So all you'll really need to do this is your DSLR, which it could be an older one like this. Like I have this older camera. I don't really use this for the live stream. I got the new one just because this one doesn't have clean characters. It's the 6DD. It's an older, it's like 10 years old, but the lens is still great. So I might get an adapter and use it because the lens will still work on this camera if I get a mount adapter. So that's another thing. You just want to make sure that you get the right mount when you buy your lens, that Canon versus Sony. Once you have your camera, you'll need an HDMI cable, one that's just a standard HDMI to mini. The mini goes into the camera, and then the next step is you need to get this little tiny device. This is really the only big expense that you'll need if you already have a DSLR at your disposal, and that's one of these. This is a Camlink 4K, and they were really rare for a while because of the pandemic and everybody wanting to do live streams and having a higher quality image for their live streams. But these Camlinks, they run a little over $100, which it's not that bad if you think about, you're building up your live stream and you get this level of quality for that. So I picked up one of these, and I have it plugged in here. It's kind of behind it. I can't pull it out because it's plugged in behind the computer. But you take your computer, or your phone, sorry. Let me start over. You take your DSLR style camera, plug the HDMI cable, and that goes into the Camlink 4K. Then the Camlink 4K goes into a USB port. I'd say at least make sure that your computer has USB 3.0 minimum. Otherwise, it's going to go too slow and it's going to get choppy. Now, and also just try and set your camera to whatever resolution you're going to be streaming at. So I'm streaming at 30 frames per second, 1080p. The camera's capable of doing 4K, but I'm not streaming at 4K, so there's no reason for me to have the camera set at 4K. So just make sure that you're matching your settings, and then you have your HDMI to your Camlink, the Camlink here, and then your computer will see it as an input, like as a camera that's built into the computer. On my computer, it just shows it as Camlink 4K. So you input that into whatever software. I'm using OBS right now to do my live streaming just because it's completely free, and if you're just starting with live streaming, I highly recommend that you take a look at OBS. There's two different versions. There's Streamlabs OBS, and then there's just the OBS project, which is the one that I'm using. I like that one better, but it's up to you. You could use whichever one you like. Either way, it's fine. So all you do is you need to make sure that you have a lens, like, so let me explain exactly what's causing the soft focus in the background. And that's not actually the body of the camera. That's not the camera that I bought. It's actually the lens. So if you decide to get something like this, to have one of these setups like this, just make sure that you pick a lens that actually can get this. And it's actually the f-stop that is a big part of what can get you that soft focus. And this particular lens has a 1.4 f-stop. I know I'm getting a little technical, but if you want this look, you kind of have to just buy the right things, and then it kind of does it. Once you have it set up, it does it yourself. It does it for you. So it becomes much simpler. So I got a 1.4 f-stop, which gives me that really nice soft background in the behind me. And then another thing that I really like about this particular camera, and the reason why I chose the Sony a6400 for this purpose, is because of this. It has active face tracking. So if I go back, it's going to track my face pretty well. Okay, so it's going to track my face pretty well. So if I go side, get closer, it's going to track my face. And that's a huge benefit to having something like this. So I highly recommend that you get something that has a good f-stop. A good f-stop. There. And now you see how it's kind of bringing the background into focus as I get closer? It's because it's tracking the distance that's on my face. So find something, if you're going to be doing this and you plan on moving back and forth, left and right, and all those things, then make sure that you do that. So it's going to be a huge difference. So yeah, awesome. That's fantastic. Thank you for like figuring that out. I don't even know what I'm talking about, guys. My brain's kind of fried. It's been a crazy weekend. So, but I wanted to share this with you because I really like the way that it created the image, and it creates the soft focus in the background, which is amazing. So let me just show you a comparison. So just as a reminder, just make sure that you subscribe and ring the bell so you get notified every single time that I upload new videos. And again, I upload or stream new videos every single week, so make sure that you subscribe or ring the bell so you get notified every single time that a new video goes live. Okay, so I wanted to show you this real quick, the comparison between this image that you're getting from the a6400 and what you'd be getting from my webcam. So there we go. Oh, sorry, it's gonna show up again. Ignore that. I'm playing around with things. So this is from my webcam that's built into the computer. You see, there's no depth because there is really no f-stop that's built into. It's optical f-stops that are built into webcams, and it's really bad with low light. Yet you have this camera, and you can see the instant difference, and you can see how using something like this could drastically improve the quality of not just your live streams, but also recorded videos. So again, all what you need is a DSLR style camera that does not have the output, and then DSLR style camera that doesn't have the output, as well as an HDMI cable that has the full-size HDMI and a mini on one side, and then you just have your Camlink 4K, plug it into the computer, and it will see it as that. So just you might need a little tabletop tripod. I'm using the Switch Pod. It's made by somebody named Pat Flynn. I highly recommend it. It's really versatile, or otherwise maybe a Gorilla Pod may work for you depending on where you're mounting your camera. So yeah, so if you want to do something like this, I think that it's really, really beneficial, and it will really help you out. So yeah, absolutely. So let me know in the comments if you're planning on upgrading to something like this, like a different setup, as well as, you know, also, what is it? 1 second, sorry. But yeah, so just let me know in the comments if you want me to talk, if you're going to do something similar to this, and if you want to learn more about live streaming as I go, you can start at the beginning. I'll drop a link to my live streaming playlist for this show, and also I'm trying to name it, so let me know if you have any suggestions for a name for this live streaming show, and I'll see all of you in the next one. Take care. Bye.